going, everybody? Must have accidentally hit record when I was grabbing my lighter. So let's go ahead and get started. How's it going out there? Oh, that was a good hit. Well, it's Monday here for me. Don't know what day it is for you guys there watching this part of my show, but Monday, Tuesday, I always kind of bring you guys the Times Legislative Roundup. They bring it to me once a week on their website, so I come and bring it to you, let you know what's going on in each state as far as the continuing legalization of marijuana. This last week has actually been a pretty good week. Lots of improvements, basically moving forward with stuff. Now, of course, there's always the same setbacks of people, of course. To move into this, let's just jump right in. Take another hit, and then I'll jump right in. That tastes good. So in Kentucky, start out in good old Kentucky. Congressman Mike Ward recently formed the group Legalize Kentucky Now, or LKN for short. They're set to meet with Governor Matt Bevin soon, and they are going to discuss a policy based on the legalization of marijuana. So, Kentucky's moving forward. They're looking to legalize. Indiana, Senator Karen Tollian submitted a bill for legalization expected to be shot down, but she plans to continue her push until it is approved. She has several bills that she has already had shot down by Indiana legislation, but she's going to keep pushing more in and keep revising them and keep redoing them and she's going to continue them. Period. Virginia, sorry. Skipped one here because it was so small and I actually don't like the way they went about it. Virginia decriminalized marijuana. They have a fine of $100 for first-time offenses or $500 after your third offense. So if you get caught once or twice with marijuana under an ounce, you will receive a $100 fine. Now, if you get caught a third time, it will be over $500 fine. So just don't get caught. And like I always say, I don't like decriminalization because why is it that I have to go spend $20 for my medication only to have the government bust me and I have to now pay them $500 for my medication? That's $520 I have to pay, not to mention the gas that I had to spend and everything else that goes into it. Now you guys are just ripping me off. Vote no for decriminalization. Vote yes for legalization. End marijuana prohibition. Vermont, Senator Jeanette White introduced a rare bill that outlaws edibles. It has a consumer market just like anywhere else, but it outlaws edibles and allows for a marijuana cafes to be open. It also allows for personal cultivation, just like all other bills of six plants and less for anyone over the age of 21. The rare thing about this bill is that it allows for cannabis cafes, calls them out, says, hey, we are going to have a social cannabis club. People are going to be able to come here and smoke. It's a good idea. I'm all for them. I mean, I've been in situations where I'm either living with roommates or I'm living in apartments and, people around me don't smoke. So it would be nice to have a place where I can go, hang out, be social, not be reclused by myself, I can be social, talk to other people who share my interest, and smoke my herb. It's what a club does. That's what a cafe does. That's what these things are for. We're not going there to try to sell and solicit and stuff like that. We just want a place where we can go and use. Georgia is passing a law to allow up to 6 cannabis producers to provide CBD oil to patients. Right now, CBD oil is allowed in Georgia. The only thing is that they don't have anybody to cultivate or produce the CBD oil. So what they are doing now is they are actually allowing for up to 6 cultivators to come in, produce the Charlotte's Web herb, and produce it into CBD oil. They won't allow for any other type of production. It's CBD only. So basically, the only herbs that they are going to be growing is the Charlotte's Web CBD herb with very low THC. That's actually a step forward for them because they are actually taking it a slow step at a time. One thing I hope to really see is actually just to see all the states come together, plan out their stuff, everybody legalize, plan it out the way they need it for their state, and then the nation come together on top of that and make a nationwide regulation that the states need to uphold by. Sounds like tobacco and alcohol to me. New Mexico, Representative Bill McCamley has filed a measure for legalization but does not expect it to go far. Republican forces that control the state have made it clear they do not support marijuana at all. If anybody's keeping up, or if anybody lives in New Mexico is keeping up with New Mexico or anything like that, their Republican Senate has made it very clear they will not allow the legalization of marijuana in any shape, way, or form in their state. It sucks when people who are voted into office take such a strong stance against what the people of the state want. "2016 votes come around and you're pushing for all those votes to come your way, and why aren't the people voting for me? Why am I at the bottom of the tolls?" I don't know. Maybe you're against what the people want. You are there to provide what the people want and do what the people want. If the people want legalization of marijuana and you're telling them, no, we will not do it, expect to be voted out and somebody else to be voted in. Washington, D.C. I'm actually going to pack a bowl since I flipped the page. Might as well. Well, Washington, D.C., the D.C. Council is trying to make cannabis clubs and the social clubs, what I've been talking about before, a legal thing, but it was shut down by a last-minute phone campaign by Mayor Muriel Bowser. I guess this guy really just doesn't want cannabis cafes in his area, and he has a personal ban against cannabis cafes. Unfortunately, once again, he's a mayor, voted person into office. If the people turn around and say they want cannabis cafes in their area and decide that they want that to be a legal thing, guess what, Mr. Mayor? I mean, I hate to sound, mean and, threatening to any job officials. I'm really not trying to threaten them. It's just that's probably what's going to end up happening to a lot of our elected officials. If you're not going to be for legalization of marijuana that the people are now noticing is good for our economy, good for our people, then you're probably going to end up getting voted out. And somebody who is for it is going to get voted in. I mean, we've seen it with Chris Christie. I mean, he was Mr. Forerunner deciding he's going to go for presidency, and all of a sudden he made his comments about marijuana and how everybody in Colorado is going to, rule the day that they ever legalize. Next thing you know, where's Chris Christie now? He's rethinking everything now. Missouri. New approach Missouri has been approved to collect 160,000 signatures to be on November ballot. Let's hit this. New approach Missouri, this one's for you. I hope you guys get your signatures. Also in Missouri, there are two bills in Missouri. There is the Senate Bill 762, which is allowing for up to an ounce to be purchased by any adult 21 and older, but does not allow for personal cultivation. Also on top of that, there is the House Joint Resolution 57, which allows voters to decide if cannabis should be regulated like alcohol. Basically giving it a market, cultivation market, and market to be sold, bought, used, cultivated at home. I mean, honestly, a lot of people are looking into just regulating it like alcohol, regulating it like tobacco, allowing it to be a free herb. Why should we have it on a class 1, schedule if it really doesn't add up to what the definition of a Schedule 1 drug really is? Oh, yummy. New Hampshire, 3 bills for legalization in New Hampshire. Just so you know, this is the last state for the day. House Bill 1610 is allowing for 21 and older and up to 6 plants, but they want no money exchange. Whatever you have extra over on your grow, you are allowed to donate it to shops, but you are not allowed to exchange money for the product. The House Bill 1675 is allowing for a recreational market for 18 and older, and allows for up to 6 plants and the house to hold up to 2 pounds. It also allows for a $30 tax on up to an ounce of herb. So if you purchase an ounce of herb, you get an extra $30 in tax. Now the House Bill 1694, the last bill, it allows for a recreational trade with up to a 15% tax and a legal hemp production market. So far, I think that 1694 is the way to go. Hemp production is what we really want, and hemp production is really where our economy really needs to go if we really want to see work, so forth and so on, and see our economy bloom. Yeah, I enjoy smoking my herb, and that production is going to be good too. But the hemp production is where it's all at. So anyways, do I still have a hit in here? I do have a hit in here. I'm going to go ahead and get out of here. So like I always tell you guys, educate before you medicate. You'll have a peaceful, positive, and productive day. Coming at you guys.